You are on live.
Thank you, Nikki. Well, sure. How are you? I think we're getting ready to ready to start.
Yes, we are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad that you can join us today. My name is Shar Yonai. I am a senior director with LifeWave. And here with me is my co-host, Jane Schaefer. Jane is also a director with LifeWave.
Well, thank you, Shar. And how is everyone today? And I'm so blessed that you guys are taking the time to join us today, as we have a lot of things to share with you. But before we get started, I like to bring your attention to this quote on the screen. I believe it fit our mission really well. I mean, I don't know where you put your health and wellness on your list. I mean, seriously, that's a question I think you should ask yourself often, as I put mine right on top. Because without the good health, you can't through your day, your daily activities. And that is so important. So therefore, we hope that you will take the action to get started with us after our presentation, or, ask any question you may have.
Jane, before we get started, a little disclaimer. We are not in the medical field, and therefore we are not claiming to cure nor treat any diseases. Of course, we do recommend that you do basics for your healthy lifestyle, such as a good diet, good sleep and exercise, along with our patches.
Yes, thank you, Shar. That is really important.
Again, my name is Shar Yonai. I have been an LifeWave independent distributor for over 4 years. I also own my own construction business for 35 years. As you know, the nature of the construction industry is very competitive and stressful. All the stress that I endured on a daily basis led to many severe health challenges for me. Just to name a few: liver infection, kidney problems, where my doctor had recommended me to begin dialysis. Within a short period of time using the LifeWave technology, my doctor saw an unbelievable improvement, a 15% increase in kidney function. My doctor said to me, this is unheard of within a short period of time. And from that day on, my passion for this dynamic technology made me want to just go out and share it with the world. So I've made it my mission to help educate people with this new way of thinking to better their health and wellness.
Thank you, Shar. I mean, your amazing testimonial had helped so many people who probably had lost hope in, dealing with health challenges, and we are so lucky to have you. Again, my name is Jane Schaefer, and I am also a consultant with LifeWave. I've been with the company for almost 3 years. In addition, just like Shar, I own a small business and that I run for the past 15 years, an embroidery business here locally. I am a single mom with two amazing sons. And then also I care for my parents my mom is 85 and my dad is also 85. It's like I forgot about that. And oh, I forgot. Happy birthday, Matthew. You're gonna be 17 this Sunday. So anyway, before this, LifeWave, I was struggling a lot with, dealing with pain meds and stuff like that my boys were taking because they play golf. I we went through a lot of Aleve and Tylenol, and that didn't sit well with me at all because I know the side effect, and they were young. It's like, what am I gonna do? So when I was introduced to LifeWave, I mean, that changed everything. I'm so blessed for what it has done for my life and my family and my mom, which I will be sharing with you later on. And, but I have to admit, I probably like a lot of you. I was introduced to LifeWave way back a few years before, and I was skeptical. I was not open-minded at all. And if I have the time machine, I would turn back the clock, because what I know now is so amazing that I can't believe I missed out all those years without LifeWave patches. But like I said, health is really important to me. I personally dealt with my husband when he was sick, and it was hard. And that's something I do not wish on anybody. So I'm excited that you are here, and hopefully that you will get the answer that you need, either for health wellness or for business opportunity. So here's my mom and my kids. I'd like you to take a look at the picture to your right first, 2019. As you can see here, I mean, doesn't she look pretty and smiley and the glowing and everything else? I mean, that's amazing. That's the mommy that I like, I love. I not like, I love. And but things wasn't like that a couple years before. You can see 2017 there. She was pretty frail, and she went through a lot that year. And I forgot to mention, she's been diagnosed with Parkinson, dementia, and rheumatoid arthritis. That year we almost lost her due to pneumonia. She fought back, and she spent many months, a few months in the hospital and nursing home. And she came back looking really frail and weak. But she fought, she was a fighter. And, just about a month after she got home, she stood up, by herself and crossed her feet. Was up, however she did, she fell over and broke her shoulder and her legs, sending her back to the hospital again, and this time with surgery. So a couple more weeks in the nursing home, came home, and this time we had brand new problem. She was in constant pain from the surgery. She couldn't sleep. She was agitated. As a daughter, I couldn't watch her suffer like that at all. I mean, thank God that Tyler is starting to use the patches. So I told myself, I said, you know what, Jane, you got to do something. So I called my friend up, Julian. She came over and we patched mom, and I remember that night really well. It's about 15 minutes in, her face starting to relax, wasn't frowning with pain anymore. And then about 30 minutes, she needed to go to a restroom. We went to lift her up, and she didn't scream. I mean, she usually would just flinch with pain and just kind of yell at me, or things like that. So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is exactly what I needed for mom. So we didn't stop patching her. We'll continue to patch her until today. But there's something else that we noticed, that her tremor didn't get worse. Her cognitive function had improved. Her memories came back. I mean, folks, it was truly, truly an amazing, and we know why now, because David has shared with us at this convention earlier this year, why X39 can improve your cognitive function. So with that, I am blessed that I have patches, a LifeWave, as a part of my life, and I continue to looking forward to seeing happy and healthy mom.
Oh, Jane, that is truly remarkable.
Thank you.
Yes, the future is now. Jane, I was so excited when you approached me to co-host this presentation with you. I always love to share the dynamic impact LifeWave has had on my life, personally and professionally. The technology is so extraordinary. Believe it or not, it is years ahead of time. And it does involve nanocrystals and phototherapy, which is known as light therapy. The future of medicine is here now. As with this breakthrough in advanced health technology, we are able to amplify our own body to heal itself from the inside out.
That's right, Char. It is an amazing technology. And LifeWave is a health and wellness company with technology like no other. Our mission here is to improve the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of everyone that we come in touch with, and as without using any drugs, pill, or injection. Now, as our CEO have said, we're the only phototherapy product in the world that uses our body, human body, as its own power sword, right? I mean, it's amazing. A patented wearable patch has no side effect. It is safe, it's effective, so easy to use. If you know how to use Band-Aid, it's just like that. Peel it off and stick it on. It's so simple. Well, and of course, now we have like 10 patches developed, but as we gonna go on today, we'll be concentrating on our X39.
Yes, Jane, sharing this technology with family, friends, even someone dear to my heart, it can provide them with a quality of life without the need of chemicals or drugs.
Yes, but now who is the brain that created all this advanced health technology? I say he's a genius, and I'll be calling him genius, genius, genius for the rest of my life. I mean, God, he is, truly is. And I wouldn't be surprised if he would be nominated for Nobel Prize in sometime in the future. But sure, would you like to introduce him to the rest of our friend?
I would be delighted to introduce to everyone the gentleman we call the genius who is responsible for inventing this regenerative advanced health technology. His name is David Schmidt, CEO, founder, and inventor of LifeWave. He is an amazing inventor. As my mentor once said, he's a modern day Einstein. He only invents survival equipment with the focus of helping the world and mankind. This technology was developed in the year 2000 for the Department of Defense and the US Navy SEALs. His mission was to design a system with a natural source of energy for our military without using any drugs or stimulants. Realistically speaking, Jane, do you even think this is possible?
Not at all.
Well, Jane, it became a reality. LifeWave was established in the year 2004. Currently, we have over 80 research and clinical studies. LifeWave has been operating in over 100 countries and fulfillment centers globally. We are a California based company, and our corporate offices are located in San Diego. Our products are invented, manufactured, and made in the USA. David has been researching regenerative medicine for over 20 years. The regenerative medicine is amplifying the ability of the stem cells to work more efficiently. Well, David has developed an innovative wearable technology, as you have mentioned, Jane, in the form of a patch that can do just that. And the most important thing, it's completely non-invasive, no drugs or chemicals, and nothing enters the body. It is safe to use.
That is correct, Char. And again, David is a true genius and truly a remarkable human being. He has invented product is so unique like no other, hasn't he?
That is correct, Jane. He is so amazing. And we are blessed that he invented LifeWave. David is known to have an enormous team of medical scientific experts, along with independent researchers and universities that work alongside him globally. You know, we are the only company in the world that provides a technology that can activate your own stem cells.
Well, how do we do that? So you probably asking, well, how does this technology work? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you know that your body emit heat in the form of infrared light, and which you can detect by using night vision camera and scanner? You realize that, Char?
That's correct.
So our wearable technology harness one of this most ancient form of energy in the universe, lights. Our patches trap these light when placed on the body and in turn send signal to the brain and then to the tap it into the body own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. And don't forget, again, there's no drugs, no chemical entering the body. And you know we just going to get started as to how this X39 stem cell patch work.
You know, Jane, our body loves light. So let's make it a little easier. For example, we get vitamin D and melanin when we are out in the sun.
Yes, that is correct. And there's no vitamin D, no melanin in the sun. Same concept here. Like you mentioned, David just simply used this concept among other to create a unique product. But before we get started with X39, may I ask everyone a question? Have you heard of stem cell before? And what do you know about stem cells? So in case you haven't, let me share with you some information. Stem cell are the cell that potentially, have the potential to change to any type of cells in the body during growth and development. They are cells that our organs call upon for repair. And here's the problem though. Do you know that by the age of 35, your stem cells, you lost over half of your stem cell activities? And by the age of 60, you lost almost all of your stem cell activities. Well, what's that do? Well, stem cells are part of the body's repair system, right? So the less stem cell you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. So the question is, well, what can you do to stimulate this activity of stem cell, within our own body? So, Char, what option do we have?
Well, Jane, at this time in history, we are faced with very limited choices regarding stem cells. You can either do nothing and let nature take its course, or pay for stem cell injections that may or may not work. And when they do not work, nobody talks about it. And you're also taking a risk on your own body. Or the third option, keep an open mind as I introduce to you David's entirely new approach to activating your own body's stem cells. This is not a drug. It's not a nutritional supplement. There is no invasive surgery. It is a scientific breakthrough in stem cell technology that will activate your own stem cells and reset them to a younger and healthier state. All right, let's talk about how the X39 patch actually activates your own stem cell. The X39 patch is a light therapy product. It stimulates your skin with light. It elevates a natural occurring peptide called the GHKCU. You know, when GHKCU binds with copper, it forms a compound called copper peptide. Jane, I love this part. This is where the magic begins. The copper peptide resets thousands of genes within our own body to a younger and healthier state. Now, new studies have found that it elevates the GHK, which promotes more healthier benefits. And the copper peptide activates stem cells in our bodies, and we begin to experience remarkable youth restoring effects. You know, as mentioned earlier, David has many medical experts that work alongside of him. I was fascinated to know that Dr. Lauren Picard had discovered your own liver cells, when exposed to GHKCU, started to function like younger, healthier cells. And this information for me, Jane, it was so important because I did have the health challenge of liver infection.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about X39 stem cell activation. This is a game changer, people.
Yes, it
X39
is.
X39 is a true breakthrough technology that helps you look young and feel younger. Our inventor, David Schmidt, has hundreds of patents and inventions, but with the X39, he made a statement: my greatest achievement yet. You know, Jane, at this time, why don't we get started sharing the many benefits of the X39 stem cell patch?
Most definitely, and I would be delighted. So how about we start with pain reductions? X39 user will experience a dramatic pain reduction. In fact, most people experience reduction of pain within minutes of applications. Char, seriously, do you know anybody that never experienced any pain of any sort?
Not really. But what about you, Jane?
Oh no, not even my kids were immune to it. They've been there, done that. But I do know that a lot of people that rather live with pain than take any drugs because of the known side effect. You know, imagine their life without pain, because you or us have shared this information with these people, you know, so they can feel they can live life with no more pain. It's amazing, right? Without any drugs. But then, as we know, pain and inflammation goes hand in hand. Therefore, people using X39 will experience an immediate effect through elevation of antioxidant and decrease in inflammation. How about energy, increase in energy? Using X39 leads to increase in cellular energy, unlike caffeinated drink, right? Just imagine you can go about your day without feeling tired. I mean, um, um, imagine all the tasks you can do throughout the day, clean the house and garage and whatever you need to do. But how many, and then also, how many of us know somebody that work long shifts or physical labor? Don't you think they want to know about this benefit so they can take advantage of it? And also, you know, when you perform sport activities, here come greater recovery. So that's kind of go hand in hand, right? So truthfully, you know, you don't have to be an athlete to use to appreciate the fast recovery. If you like to go to a gym like me, you truly love this fast recovery. Let's talk about this support wound healing. You know, some of our dramatic testimonial on external have been in the area of wound healing. You know, as we mentioned earlier, as we age, our stem cell become less effective and hence a longer time to heal. Now with X39, when we activate our own body stem cells, it provides the body ability to heal itself. And because of that, it's also increased the production of collagen in your skin and therefore decreasing the fine line and wrinkles and giving you that useful effect. I mean, you know, if you haven't paid attention when you go to the market, the anti-aging product is everywhere. I mean, shelves stacked on top of each other, right? I mean, for men, women, and even for young teenager. We spend thousands of dollars to improve the appearance, reducing those fine lines and wrinkle. I mean, you know, I am going on 54. So I don't mind at all when people mistake me that I look 30 still. So I will take that benefit until the day I die. But anyway, the benefit of X39 doesn't end there. Um, Recent clinical study of X39 have shown the improvement in heart health, respiratory system, good quality of sleep, and hair growth. You know, Shar, there is something else that David just announced and shared with us this week. Should we share that information with the friend here?
Oh, absolutely, Jane.
You know, you mentioned earlier, right, that we have over 80 patents. Yeah?
Yes.
Well, we are now adding one more patent to that. US patent has approved X39 to the patented family, you know, of how our technology elevate the GHK and US GHKCU. And all this process only took less than a year. You know, where I heard that to get patent, can take up to 5 years to get anything patentable. So that is truly remarkable. I mean, the reason why we're so excited about this, and I don't know if you know, that patent has a life about 20 years. So what's that mean to us? You know, it means that we have raised the ceiling. We have no competition. You won't find any product like X39 stem cell technology that can activate our own body stem cell with our own body lights. Isn't that amazing?
It's so amazing. But Jane, why don't we go ahead and share with our folks here today some of the amazing testimonials?
Thought you never asked. Well, this is the fun part. Well, it's amazing to me, so that's why it's fun for us to share. This gentleman is 63 years old. As you can see, all the bruises on his face. Well, he fell and hit his head on the corner of the table. I mean, look at that, severe bruising, right? But thank goodness he didn't, there was no injury to his eyes at all. His wife started to patch him with LifeWave for pain and also X39. And 17 days later, look at him. No bruises. But there's one thing I like you to pay attention to. Doesn't he look younger? I mean, he looks like a few years younger, right? It's so amazing. Here's another testimonial from corporate. I don't know much about this condition, but I was told that it can be pretty frustrating to deal with and painful. I mean, this lady was had to live with this condition for 40 years. Imagine 40 years with nothing help at all. Well, good news, folks. She reported that after 4 days of using this, she has no more reoccurrence of the symptom. And here, poor young man, and I have a son, so I know how he must have felt. I mean, look at the scaly skin around his lip, and imagine when he go out in public and being so self-conscious about that. Well, just after about 4 days of using X39 along with our classic patches, the condition has improved, as you can see here. And next to it is a condition called eczema. And we all heard of that. And lots of people are spending lots of money trying to improve this condition. Well, this person has suffered from severe eczema for 5 months. He tried everything over the counter and nothing worked. And he reported that after using X39 along with classic patches for about 3 to 4 weeks, the condition has improved dramatically. I mean, you can tell the difference there. And next is Mandy Rohr from Australia. We are so glad that she recorded her progress here. As you can see, day 42, she's looked amazing, years younger already. But look over to a year after. I mean, totally like 10 years younger, right? So amazing. So cosmetic benefit was not the only thing she received here. She reported that her wrist pain was gone, her back pain was gone. she had lots more energy to go function throughout the day and faster recovery from exercise. I mean, again, that's because X39 reset thousands of genes to a younger stage. I mean, amazing, amazing testimonial and the result here, right? Well, here's a bonus testimonial for pet owners. This poor guy has some eye condition, and I can't even begin to tell you what it is. But I was told, I showed this to a few pet owners, and they said, "Oh wow, that's amazing! It cleared up in 10 days." Is truly remarkable. But you know, Chart, you can relate, and as a you have a few dogs, and your dogs are like your baby, so you can appreciate this type of testimonial, right?
Oh, yes, Jane. And I can go on and on about my dogs. They have been wearing patches for over 2 years.
I know you've been sharing a lot of testimonial with me on your dogs.
Well, Jane, I would like to let our audience know that the benefits just don't stop here at X39. We have our classic patches, and we'll start with the upper left-hand corner, Energy Enhancer. It increases stamina and strength, boosts energy and endurance. We have Ice Wave that helps to reduce body pain within seconds to minutes. Silent Night, it can help to enhance the quality of your sleep by almost 66%. SP6, this is an amazing patch to have at this time while we're on COVID-19 lockdown. It helps to control your appetite. And I was told also it could help with hot flashes.
Yes, it does.
We have Aeon that helps to reduce stress, decrease inflammation. Glutathione is a very important patch. It helps to support your immune system. With today's world we are living in and dealing with COVID-19, we need to protect our immune system. Carnosine, the benefits of this patch is to repair damaged muscles. And if you have woken up with leg cramps in the middle of the night, you do want to have this patch by your bedside. And last but not least, we have been sharing the X39 with you today. Oh my gosh, this is my husband, Philip. He had shingles. I was a newbie to LifeWave, only 6 months into using the patches, but I was directed, supported by one of the amazing mentors, Miss Nikki Chan, who helped me get through how to patch Phil, what to use with Phil. And shingles doesn't knock at your door and say, I'm appearing, I'm going to appear on your body. It just happens. It spreads like wildfire. Believe it or not, even his doctor was just amazed because I worked with Phil. We patched him every day. We used the aloe vera lotion and patches at night. He was done with his shingles in 12 days. And believe it or not, his doctor was amazed because there was not even a scar on his body. Because if you don't take care of it properly, it can leave scars. But I noticed a lot of people, our business partners, all inquiring about shingles. But yes, there is a way to help them. And you must take care of your shingles pretty immediately, because I have a friend, like we were talking, sharing about telling your people dear to your heart about the patches. He lost his eyesight due to shingles.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, your testimony, I can't even imagine the time that you have to care for him. It's I can feel that. I mean, the pain as a caretaker. Thank you, Char, for that amazing testimonial. Well, Before we bring our presentation to a close here, I would like to share a few facts with you. In case some of you are looking at our company or are joining our team as a consultant, do you realize the stem cell business is a rapid growing market? Here's a fact. In 2016, the stem cell business was estimated at $17 billion in revenue, and it is expected to be in a $50 billion in 2025. That's just 5 years away, folks. Let me ask you this. How much of this $50 billion would you like to put in your pocket?
Well, Jane, I would love to share a lot because there's enough to go around, but I'll take 1% of 50 billion. That would be great.
I'll take the other 1%.
The future of medicine is here now. Stem cells are the future. We have a wearable technology in the form of a patch. It's non-invasive, no drugs or chemicals, and nothing enters your body.
That is right. And the question that we want you to ask before you start with us is, is it safe? As for LifeWave, absolutely. You already heard there's no chemical, nothing enter your body. Does it work? You saw the testimonial. So absolutely it works. But if you want, you can feel free to go ahead and look at our website further and read some more of the amazing testimonial. And can you afford it? What if I say it costs less than a cup of coffee a day? Absolutely, you can afford that. So please get back to the person that invited you here today and ask for the 30 days risk-free trial, and also, if you're interested, how you can build that extra income to better your quality, your lifestyle. Imagine the power that you can help people feel better. Or imagine your dream home or dream car or vacations that you always want to take. Believe me, I feel blessed that I am part of this amazing company, especially now that my business is got affected and has been shut down. So extra income here is amazing way to help out our family right now.
Thank you, Jane, for that. I would like to leave our audience with the quote you started with. Keep your vitality. A life without health is like a river without water. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you everyone for joining us today.